Most of you are wondering, why do I not have 100% profits in my portfolio yesterday? The SEC has dropped the case against Ripple, and we only saw about a 10% boost. Now, what happened to the 100% that we should have gotten? It was major news. Well, I got the answer to that. We're also going to jump into the XRP live chart. I also want to keep up with Solana. It is going to be making big moves here soon. If that's something you're interested in, smash that like button. Let's get it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Mac. Thank you guys for joining me once again. The SEC dropping the XRP case supposedly was already priced in. Now, what does this mean? If you don't understand what that means, it means that whenever Trump got elected president, he pretty much already said he was going to get the case dropped. So when he got elected, the majority of the XRP holders had already priced it in. So with it already being dropped, with finally being dropped, it's no good news, or it's no surprising news. Let me put it to you that way. So they have already priced in the win over the SEC. So as you can see right here, it says the market participants have already been expecting the SEC to drop its 4-year lawsuit against Ripple Labs due to the Trump administration's more crypto-friendly regulations. So that, in a nutshell, is why we only got 10% and not 100%. So even though we rejoiced, we did, after one industry's longest standing legal battle was overturned by the SEC, yet markets have seemingly accounted for the victory months ahead of the announcement, according to industry watchers. So that's pretty much why the price of XRP only went up 10%. It was already expected. It was already priced in. Now, this is a good tweet from Brad Garlinghouse yesterday. He is the owner, CEO, and founder of Ripple XRP Ledger. He says, "This is it. The moment we've been waiting for. The SEC will drop its appeal. A resounding victory for Ripple, for crypto, every way you look at it. The future is bright. Let's build. It is time to start building, guys." So let's go ahead and jump into the chart and take a look at where we are and where we could be headed. Okay, now that I got the chart pulled up on the 4-hour, it looks as if when we got the good news, we got a nice bounce off of our $2.42 or $2.32 resistance turn support. Let me zoom in on the 1-hour, get a better idea. Seems as we got a good push over it right here. We came down, retested, gave us a confirmation. This is resistance, now turn support. Very good security pillow. Gave us a nice boost to the upside right through our $2.42 resistance line, and it also turned support. However, we started to go into a downtrend, got a bounce off of 242, confirmed it as support, but got a rejection in the resistance downtrend line, which made us pretty much break through support turn resistance, and it struggled with it to make it support again. Could not. Right here, we broke down, and now I'm more or less expecting for us to come all the way down to the $2.31, maybe $2.33 bubble or square, rectangle, whatever you want to call it, the box, before we get another bounce. I'm not expecting any kind of upside until we touch $2.32. That is my opinion. I mean, I don't know. Somebody could come out of nowhere and say, I'm buying $10 trillion of XRP, and they do, so I don't know as far as manipulation and what all these people are doing. But what I do know is we've been in a downtrend for a minute on the RSI. As you can tell back here, when we got this high pump, we were in very, very overbought territory. Too much buying was going on. We got a rejection. Since the rejection and to where we are now, we are in what they call a bearish divergence. These always tend to break out to the upside. I can give you another example. Back here when we were overbought, it always gets somewhat of a breakout. Right here, breakout. It happens over and over and over again. So expect us to get some kind of boost here shortly. We still have room to come down, as you can tell right here. We still have room to come down. I'm expecting that. And that's where I'm expecting the bounce, if you guys can follow me. That is why I'm expecting a bounce here, because the RSI will pull us down a little bit more, I think, and we will get the bounce right here when we hit extremely oversold territory on the RSI. That gives us a boost. We should break out of not only this resistance line of this downtrend and have a trend reversal candle, which will be massive. We will also break through 242 and also break back into this huge symmetrical triangle on the weekly, which is a very big pattern. I'm expecting a break to $5 as soon as we can bust through it. So that is XRP. For now, we're going to keep an eye on all of that. I want to look at Solana. Right now, it is still also in a downtrend like XRP. I don't know what the hell all this is right here. Events in the USA, I'm not sure. Just please don't pay attention to that. As a matter of just and as you guys can see, we're still in this down wedge. However, we are getting some kind of resistance right here at about $1.25. And I would like to go ahead and just put a line here, almost exactly where it is now, out there. Because as you guys can see, and I'm gonna tell you why, you're probably like, man, why'd you just draw that line out of nowhere? Let me explain to you. Watch as we came down and see how we hit this. It looks like it wanted to get a bounce but couldn't. It broke through, but it came back and tried to retest this line. Seems like a line right here, because now it's trying to test it as resistance. Testing, broke through, retesting, broke down, broke back above. It looks like it's struggling with this line right here. Hopefully, it'll wedge right where it is now, guys. If it wedges where it is, we might get a boost. So that's a good thing to look at. We're also almost in oversold territory on the RSI here as well. This is a bearish divergence resistance line that I drew yesterday in my previous video. So that is pretty much where Solana is. Now, if you guys stay with me to the very end, I really appreciate it. I really do. And thank you guys for all your support for my recent loss. I really appreciate that. It means the world to me. It means the world to me. So if you want to check out my latest stuff, it's on the left side. You can subscribe to Crypto Mac on the right side of the screen, guys. And please, please take care of yourself, okay? And each other.